Hey everyone, it's Miriam here at Paperwheelz Studio, the home of the wheelchair crafter. I brought along my Gear Up for Christmas journal today to show you, and we need to make ephemera for it. So I've got all kinds of bits and pieces of things on my desk here. I put this together with an old chocolate box. Yeah, keep that in mind. You get chocolates for Christmas. Chocolate boxes make nice journal covers. And these are the 8x8 papers. What I did is score it 1/2 inch and glued them together so that it's got a 1/2 inch spine in it. The only thing I notice is when I go to turn these pages, they just need to be trained to turn the correct pages. But this is just a beautiful kit, and I need ephemera, so that's what I'm going to do today, is try to match up some things from my Tim Holtz that will work. Like, I think that red would be good. It's very similar, except that it's red to this front. Yeah, that will be a good piece. This is simply one of the distress paints. What do they call them? Paste, distress paste. And I have crackle. And I have sparkly, so we might end up getting some sparkly out on another day. Apologize for the glare on my mat. Somehow I got to figure out how to get rid of this on my glass mat, so for now, I will keep it covered up. I've got glares coming in everywhere today. At least it's not snowing like it was yesterday. It's still cold, very cold. Anyway, this is what we got, and I need to be making some stuff for it. So, I'm going to lay it off to the side. I could glue my stuff in later and show you what else I brought with me today. Ta-da! This is actually some random little pockets and things that I thought might work with this. I do have a Santa pocket here, and I was hoping he would go along with some of it. Some of these won't really work. They're just little Christmas bits that happen to be stuck in with everything. I brought a couple of these pockets. I thought they might work in my journal. So they really don't need much, but maybe a Christmas label of some kind. And then I have some tags as well that need some decorating. If not this journal, they'll go in a different one. And this is just a strip that has the clocks and years and everything on it, which will make a nice little side tuck, belly band. And I have Tim Holtz collage strips. More tags and pockets and journal cards. So we're just going to get along with some metal bits. Let me show you what I've done here with aluminum foil. I've got some aluminum foil bits here that I will share with you and show you what I've made thus far. I'm using metallic markers and embossing. We got a lot of decorating to do today, you all. These tags here, let me just show you, not those. I have a couple. These were Heidi Swap tag bases, and I just glued down rice papers on them, and this one was just simply striped bits that I had left from Christmas, from extras with this kit even. So there is one of the cards. It's all done. This tag is good. It's done. These might just need some stoppers, so we don't need to do that. This one I think needs some labeling, so I'm going to lay it off to the side. I used aluminum foil to make these guys, and then I went back and I had an embossing pin. The embossing pins just come in like a marker size. I love them. You can put that embossing stuff right down where you want it to go, and then I sprinkled my copper embossing powder, which is right here, and I'm very messy with it, which is why I'm not using it right now. But that is copper by embossing powder. I think it's a Ranger. Let me see here. Copper embossing powder, Ranger. I didn't give you a very good look at it. There it is. And that, when you put it down, see how it looks in the jar? when you put that down, you get this look. See how it's got the metallic? I don't know if you can tell with my lighting in here today because I'm filming earlier than I usually do. And this one is done, so we're going to put that in with the dones. Here is Santa Claus with foil on him, that he would go well here, so we're going to put that in the done. And I think that's it for done things. Some of these other tags I have over here would be for other journals. Ah, here he is. My Little Boy Christmas Eve Toy Company, and I used a gold Sharpie along with some gilding wax that comes in these. This is my bronze one, but these are just tubes of like a gilding wax. It's just a metallic wax, and it is from Art Alchemy. You can make things look like metal with them. And then I have the bronze, and I have the age or vintage gold, which just gives it a not a bright gold look. So this is done stuff. I'm going to set off to the side here. It's already done. You don't need to mess with them. This pocket is good as is. And I believe these journal cards, let's take a look here. One or two of them need something. These wouldn't be bad if I add a label. So we'll set them off here to the side and go from there. Let's see what else I've got. Here's a foil bell, and I colored, it was a plain silver, and I colored it with my gold Sharpie and put it down on that, and then I went around the edges and colored. And I think what I'm going to do with this is just cut this, file it down some, and leave this piece of foil bent over like that, because I like that bent look. So other than just some labels there, those are all good. And then I have some more tag bases. So let's get started, y'all, and see what we can come up with. I brought along a couple pieces of vellum that have metallic in them. And I also have several metallic-like candy bar wrappers. I have one in gold, and then I have silver, several in silver. And I think I found that working with the aluminum foil, gluing it down is not easy. So I was hoping by these being candy bar wrappers that they would be much easier to glue down on bases. So we'll give them a try today here. And I've already straightened them out. I didn't iron them, but that's okay. I don't mind a few wrinkles here and there. I think it kind of looks cool. So let's just start with those and get out a couple base things that we could use. Let's see where I have some. Thought I had some here on my desk, but I'm looking. I do have some more of this size tag. These are from Heidi Swap. And then I have some discolored or cream colored, or I don't know, it's crossed between cream and off-white, I think. I don't know. It's very odd in color, but it makes good for tags and journal cards because you don't have to, it's not pure white on the back. This is almost white. And no, it's not at all white. Miriam, what are you saying? Where is white? Get one of my glue pages here and I can show you the difference. There you go. See there, that off-white, creamy-like color. So I'm going to lay these guys all over here to the other side on top of the journal. So I have room to work. I just have I think it's 18 inches deep by maybe 30 some inches long. Might be bigger than 18 deep, but I don't know. Not quite sure on that. All right, so I've just laid these off to the side here. And we're going to get started on what we're going to put on these. I have my little cutout ephemera bits here as well. which I get them unburied here. Here we go. You know what? This one's already on the back. I may go ahead and use that and cover the front of that with a metallic. That sounds good to me. And I'm going to dump all my little fussy cutty pieces into my tray here and get rid of the things that are done from it. These have all been backed and they're pretty well ready to go in the journal. See, this is the only thing about using aluminum foil. No matter what kind of glue you use, it will peel off after a while, and you might want to use washi tape on the edges. So I don't know how long those are really going to last the way I did that. This one I use embossing powder around, copper embossing. All right, let's see here. If I dump out these little bits, then I can have some room to work. Put the index cards and these Heidi swap tags, we'll put them right in here, along with this metallic piece that I was fiddling with earlier. All right. We'll start with these two to begin with. Actually, that one only needs labels, so let's cover this other one with my foil bit. That looks like it still has a little chocolate on the outside or something else. I don't know what. Boo, chocolate. It's hard to tell. You didn't do a very good job cleaning it. All right, so I was going to dump these in my little tray, but I used everything to put away in my tray, so we'll just dump them on my table for now. There are some smaller cards here that I think might work well as focal points on journals too. Okay, this is from the Gear Up for Christmas kit. It comes with 24 numbers if you want to make it into your Christmas daily, which I've debated. I may end up doing that. And put these down here. Little teeny tiny gear. I'm going to leave the tiny stars in the baggie for now. Goodness gracious sakes alive. Cup of coffee on the ready here. These super long straws. All right. So we will get back to the tag we were going to cover here. I'm using my Collal glue today. And this just has some beautiful little bits, so I want to be sure I use them up. So there'll be a writing spot probably on every page, because I have 8 pages, which would give me a total of 32. And I think with that being said, I can give Christmas 2 pages. And Christmas Eve, 2 pages. Or I might just give Christmas Day and my family Christmas celebration 2 pages. All right, so we're just going to glue this down on the back. Wrinkles and all. Let's use this up here. It'll conserve it a bit. I'm going to trim around it, so I really don't mind that it's not clear to the end. And we're going to turn it over, and I'm going to burnish this down. I actually think it works better than the aluminum foil, y'all. And when you use a glue spreader, it's taking all the wrinkles out. So this is just a plastic scraper. It does, I think it is does have some plastic refill blades if it gets like not sharp or anything. It doesn't really cut anything, but it's very good for scraping and spreading glue. I'm just kind of going around this. You know what? Sucker is cutting this, so I think I'm going to do it just because that would look really cool. All right. Very interesting. Didn't know I could do this. Find the edge here. I'm just working right on top of my glass mat, so it really does not matter. That one did not cut like the other. Maybe I was using the wrong edge of the blade. Not too bad, but it's taking me longer and it messed up my sides. So we're going to come back here and fix this little edge. And I'm going to use my scissors around it. I don't trust it. Like I said, it's more of a scraper than a cutter anyway. So just going to cut around this. You can go back if I have to, and touch up a little bit with the glue or with whatever. This stuff is super easy to cut. It's not hard at all. Okay. And I'm just going to press it all down along the edges. Make sure my edges are good and stuck. There's the bottom. Now, I've never used rub-ons on these. So, I think I might just give it a shot and see what happens. Press it down on that side. Good. And like I said, if you have to, you can back in and squirt a little along the edges if you didn't get your edges good. I'm using Collal glue. It allows me time to move things around. It's also collecting all my metallic scraps here, and my scissors are anyway. Alright, so there we go. And we just need to look for something large to put on this tag or something along that line. We have this really cute woman. She might go well on one. I kind of like the metallic background, just saying. We have a Christmas tree. What if we do the Christmas tree? I'm the woman, and we put the tree up higher, so it looks like she's down closer. No, just not seeing it with the woman. Let's see what else I've got here. I do like the tree, however. We also have, we have this piece, which I think would be perfect. Yep, we're going to put this piece on there. Can't quit yawning, y'all. I don't know why I'm tired today. I hope everybody's getting in your craft room and having fun making your Christmas things now. I didn't ink that, but that's okay. I haven't inked a lot in this journal anyway. All right. And the beauty is, if I don't get it right in the center, this glue allows me a little time to slide it around to get it where I want it to be. So that makes it really cool. Let's see what you are. Merry Christmas. I left enough room. That might be good there. Let's see what else I have in my little stash of pieces. Lots of little bits. Here's a little gear bit. What if we bring this up to fill in some of this space and do a Magic Christmas with a gear? Merry Christmas, magical time. Not Magic Christmas, but Christmas is kind of magical, is it not? Okay, put all the numbers up here for now. Also have this little piece of holly that might work just as, oh, that's the gear there. We don't want that one on there then. How about Merry Christmas? Merry Christmas to one, to all. Let's see what else we have here. We have a little bear, and we have Santa in his rocker. I already have one with Santa in his rocker. I think this is good. We're going to call it. If I don't, I'll be here all day searching along for things I need or want to put in it. I am going to go ahead and ink this label. It'll hide any white edging that didn't get cut out. Although these, I had my helping hands cut these out for me, and she did a pretty good job. Not a lot of white on the edges. I'm going to ink the tiny little piece. See how well things stick to this too. Oh yeah. Slides around at first, but not a problem. Okay. So now we have that tag, metallic looking tag. And I'm just folding my edges over. It's been collaged by copy dyed paper on the back, left over from last year. So we'll put you off to the side. And I'll grab one that has some aluminum foil on it. I've got this piece that I glued down the aluminum foil bits, and then I took my Sharpie marker, which I got something glued down here that doesn't belong, so we'll try to scrape it off here. Well, don't know what it is. Doesn't want to come off either, so there's my little scraper bit, or my scissors. Too noticeable for me to leave it like that. But I think it's aluminum foil that's just been gold colored underneath the... I did put some glue on top of this one because it had so many little tiny bit pieces. It's probably a glob of the glue. Pretty sure it is, as a matter of fact. Get away. You don't belong. I'll go back in and color this with my marker. I'll show you what I use here to color the gold part. There, that got most of it off there. Oh yeah, that's better. Then I have my gold and bronze Sharpie. Just go open my gold one. Easiest way for me to get pin caps off, and I'm just going to color this in now over top of this bit. And I'm putting down quite a bit of Sharpie over top of it because I want it to be covered. So a little piece on there. Trimming. Okay. It's a cross between aluminum foil and glue. There, we got it. And I can come back and touch this up at a later date too. I'm going to leave it as is now. So most of my stuff orients this way rather than this way because that's how the kit is put. Ooh, now that would work well on something like that. Do I have a little critter that would work here? I have, oh, Mr. Teddy Bear. Nobody leaves town without their teddy bear, right? Yeah, that will be cute. I've got a For You label. Let's see what other tiny little labels are in here. We have a couple letters. These are smaller tags. Smaller tag. Smaller tag. We have a card. We have a letter. We have an envelope and house and a little guy. And we have a little present. There's our tree, a clock. We put him, yeah. We're going to use him up there, and that's going to help cover that corner. Yep. All right. Little ink in here on these, and I'll be ready to go. Now, if you don't have any ink pads and you've got some Sharpies, I'll show you how you can use your Sharpies along the edges of your paper, and it'll look as if you've inked it with gold ink. Did you get it clear to the floor? Nope, it did not. We're in luck today. All right, so let's put this piece up here in the corner and cover up what issue I have up here. I hate to hear ambulance. I don't know if you can hear that ambulance in the background, but I just hate it to hear ambulances. It usually means there's something going on out there. And 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's how it goes, 12. That distracts from that corner. Press that down real good. Now we'll put my suitcases on, and then I'll arrange my teddy bear. And maybe a gift. Who knows? Nobody goes to see Grandma without a teddy bear, right? I never had a teddy bear when I was a kid. I never had a stuffed animal. I don't think that I just couldn't sleep without either. I had bunches. I had several dolls that would stay on my bed. When I was younger, I had a queen-size bed, and it just For a little girl, it doesn't take up much room in a queen-size bed. Though when you have friends over, it was nice. My son had bunk beds growing up, and he uses bunk beds, one of them just to sleep in, and the other one was to just put stuff on. We eventually took down the one bunk bed and set it up, you know, like a loft bed. He liked that a lot. All right, so now we have this piece can be used as a pocket in the journal. So I'm going to lay it off to the side. There's 2 pieces down. And let's use another bit of this here. Don't have any. Why don't we do this? Let's get a piece of I have washi in here. They're up for Christmas, playing the washi things. So let's just see here what we got. Boy, she's quite large in this bunch. Yeah, the things are quite bigger than the fussy cutouts. Oh, and look at the mice. Oh my heavens. That is just too cute. Alright, so we could use a piece of this on a piece of my cardstock bits that I laid out that I can't find now. Where did the cardstock bits go? Where could they be? Well, let's pull out a Tim Holtz collage strip and use it, and then we'll decorate a couple of these larger tags with the washi tape bit. For now, I just simply want to pick out one of these collage strips that have maybe something mechanical or something that might look good, or even that's like possibility. Couple little adorable angels. Now that's cool too. But I don't think it'll go with the vibe. Okay. I think I'm good now. What are you? Changed my mind. Use that. And this other one. All right. And I've got a pocket here that all it needs is a washi sticker, so I'm going to lay that there. Okay, so we came up with Paint and Color Works. Paints and Colors. Christmas greeting. No, let's just use this collage strip. And what I'm going to do, before I go too far, I am going to cut this right here, right across this line. And it's going to become a tag. Actually, both of these are going to become tags. As soon as I figure out where I put my tag bit to take care of these. Well, well, well. I just found another piece that I was making the other day for a tag. Let's just guesstimate. We're just going to guesstimate. Where'd that little piece go? Okay. I have a hard time holding them up to do them, so I just usually guesstimate and hope I get it right. Since I can't find my other tag piece, I'm not sure where it is. But I did some cleaning up on my desk, and go figure, I did something with it. All right, so now we have 2 tags there. I'm going to make this into a tag. Good deal. So let's just put all our tags over here and look through our washi. These are blank on the back. I was going to add this metallic. Glue these down to this metallic. Miriam, keep track of what you were doing here today. Now let's see if we can get a piece of this that I cleaned pretty good. Oh yeah, this is good. So let's glue these 2 down here. What time is it? 37. I've been on here for 37, 36, 35 minutes, something like that. I got some new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. Please share and like my videos. Become a subscriber. If you're watching, don't just watch and not become a subscriber. Take time to hit that like and subscribe button. That really will help me to grow and get more videos out there. I don't have a lot of subscribers as of yet, but when I get to 500, I'm having an Amazon gift card giveaway. So be sure you stay tuned, and it's coming. I just got to get to that 500 mark, y'all. You can help me get there if you just share and subscribe if you're watching my videos. Because sometimes there's views beyond the number of subscribers I have. So somebody out there is watching without subscribing. My subscription will cost you nothing to subscribe to my videos. There's no cost. There's no cost on YouTube. You just simply need to have if on your smartphone, if you have a Google account, you can even, I think you do have to have a Google email. But you could create yourself a Gmail account. Really simple and easy to do. And if you hit the notification button, you'll get notified when I have new videos up for you to watch. That one's just a little taller, isn't it? Alright, so we're going to use the scraper again to scrape the other side to make sure they're down good. And I think I'll give them a minute or 2 to dry with the foil here on them. I should have brought a towel along, and I did not. For some reason, I didn't. But I'm pushing all the glue right onto my glass mat. Oh, well. Better luck next time, Miriam. Oops, better not scrape this one anymore. I'm going to lose my foil. You see what it's doing? It's coming up. All right, we're going to lay this off to dry here. It's drying up. All right, so we got this little pocket, and I think I want to give it a label to use. A label of some kind. I mean, not a label to use, some kind of label on here. Let's see what we have in the washi pad. Ho 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 would be cool, but I also like this timepiece. So we're going to get the timepiece sticker off here. The washi pad and rub-ons for future reference are very similar. You would not need to get both of them, I don't think. Why aren't they coming up? Let's try picking the washi off of the sheet, the excess. See what happens. Sometimes that's easier to do. Why? Oh, why can I not get these off of here? Because they're cut. They're cut out. They usually are. Maybe these are not. So we're going to just, you know what, go skip the time card and we'll grab a couple of these gears that are easier to get to here. Okay. Now, before I glue that down, I want to punch that hole out of the center, so I don't have my hole punch handy, so we're not going to do that right now. We're going to possibly get a gear or two off of this. Yep. They are not cut out, FYI. So if you want to use them, you will have to fussy cut them out to use them. You could even use these little gears for holes in the top of your tags, which would look really cool. I think that would look super cool. Okay. This one's going on here first. And it's going to go right up here. Nope, it's going to go right here because I don't want it to be on Santa. I'm just going to burnish that down so it appears to be a part of the paper. And these go on very well to do that. Oop. Yeah, I like it. I do like it. All right, so that takes care of you. Let's see what we can do with this guy. I love this globe. Let's see if we can possibly use the globe on here. Oh yeah. Yep, that's where you're going to go. Just trying to ink the edges just slightly. And I'm going to turn this over because I think I have a point in my circle right here. Snow globes aren't pointy unless they're meant to be pointy, right? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Christmas has exploded in my craft room, y'all. Let's see what else we want to do here besides this. Jingle bells. Ooh, that would be cool. On the corner. This one is smaller, so let's use it. That would kind of pull that in a bit. So we'll cut this baby out. We'll go ahead and take care of these last few tags, and then that'll be probably all I'm going to get done on this video. Is some tags, and I'll have to work on some pockets later on. Some of the things I made could become pockets. I just need bigger pockets, a couple bigger pockets. And we'll put this up in this right corner here to kind of fill in the where it's so blank on this paper. Yeah, like that. Ooh, I like. Then we'll put the Jingle Belly globe on here. Yeah, I think I want it, yeah, right there. Be careful when you slide things if you got ink, because the ink, when the glue gets wet, will probably bleed with it. So just be careful that that doesn't happen to you. Now, what can we do with these pieces here? We'll go ahead and separate them and decorate them. Did you like that? Separate and decorate. And then I can trim them up neatly off camera. You don't need to watch me trim out my tags, I don't think. The goal is just to show you how you can do some metallic things in your journal. So we'll see what we've got for these guys. You really don't need much of anything, to be quite honest. Someone could actually write on the back of this with a Sharpie. A Sharpie would take it on these. Or the paper would take it on those. Alright, so we'll lay you all up there. I have you for collaging at a later time. And let's see what we can do on the front of these two. Got this one, and we got this one. I think maybe the pussy cut ephemera bits would work better on these. Let's see what we have here. I have another globe, Jolly Time, with a bear on it. Ooh, looky there. You're going. You're going. It's going to be you. I hate to cover up the back of that. Look at that. But you have to because it's double-sided papers. The beauty is you could use either side of it. That's why they do that. Now I don't want to cover up anything else. And that's all I'm going to put on that tag. All it needs. Doesn't need anything else. Okay, let's see another small bit that might work here with these kiddos. Here's a little, what if we would use you? Is that too much for that? And you. I'm okay with it covering up one of those people. Maybe they need some metallic behind them. What if I would see if I can tear a piece here? So it isn't easy to tear. I think it would ink just fine. The white edges anyway. So I can get this to tear down this side. There we go. Yeah, that makes her pop a little better, and probably him too. Take a little bit more off here so it doesn't cover up so much. Might need to get some more ink for this one. Yep, I do. Just had a random thought here. Let's pull out my green ink. Where'd my piece go? Here we are. And let's just ink up the bits to be green. Ink this up. Ink this up. And we can put this down right in here. And still see the Johnsons. It'll just cover up those brighter Christmas colors. If you all ever want to see something, please comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see me do. I'm open to suggestions. I love comments, so please comment below. I take all comments into consideration and see if it's something I can do, or even if you have. I will take constructive criticism. Because I'm human, I make mistakes, so constructive criticism is a-okay. However, there'll be no tolerance of crappy messages back and forth on the feed or anything like that, of course. I'm going to put him on here. And he's a little smaller, so we're going to put him a little higher up on the card so he looks like he's a little further in the distance. So he's going to be up here. And then she is going to be... Did I ink this already? Not so sure I did. We're going to give her a little bit of a green if I did. I probably did. That happens sometimes. Looked like I might have inked it a little already. Okay. Now we have that. We'll scoot it up so we don't miss out on all of our girls' faces. Can we go just slightly more? Yeah, there we go. And that added just enough metallic for our little mice dudes. And I think I'm going to use that gear up here at the top and put it so that the hole could be punched out at the top. This one. It glued to my mat. Nope, there it is. Well, it glued itself down there, probably because I had glue on my mat. I'm gonna make sure I get the edges of this, because if I put glue in the middle and it's punched, then it'll just fall right off there. Perfect. Yes, check that out. That will look so nice once it's punched. Just trying to make sure I'm about in the center, and I'm pretty sure that I am. And guess what? I put it on upside down. Pretty sure it goes this way. So we gotta bring it down just a little bit here. There we go. Then the hole for that tag will get punched through that when I'm all done. Alright, so we have a couple of larger tags here. Let's see what we have for larger tags. We've used a tree. Let's see. We got a rocking horse. Presents. We could do one with all toys. Let's see what else I've got here. We got houses. I have a card with that. I have Santa. And again, I have the female Mrs. Santa. Let's randomly fussy cut her out real quick. Again, I like these houses, and I may put them on the corner with her, so I'm gonna pull them out of this. If I'd have known these were all needed fussy cut, I would have done it before I started filming, y'all. But I did not know. I thought they were all singly done. I'm going to put you guys on hold. No worries. I'll be back in a matter of seconds for you, though it might be a little bit longer for me. So I'll be back momentarily after I get these cut out. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I've got my fussy cuts done here. So let me just peel them back and put them down. So if you get these washi pads from Stamperia. Just realize you will have to go in and do some fussy cutting with them. Now, on this particular tab, the washi tape is not going to hide as well as it would with others because of the green and the red in the background. But I'm just pushing it down on here as hard as my hands will let me. And I'm going to do the same thing with my lady. However, I think my lady needs something to stand on. So bring this one in, and how do I want to lay it? I'm going to lay it like this, so it looks as if it's laying down on its side, because aren't we women good at just pulling out things that we want to stand on and turning them sideways and standing on them? Yeah. Yep, that works for me. I'm going to go use the other collage tag I decided, so I think this is going to be the end of any decorating that I do right now. Okay. I don't mind that little white edge around it. It's kind of pretty. And I'm just going to fold this over instead of cutting it. I need another little piece of something along here, which I'll probably come along with a piece of the washi tape. And I think the stamp kit actually has washi sheets in it as well. Yeah. So let's see what we could. Let's just go with this on the back. Might even leave the Stamperia logo on there. Because I think it looks neat to know where the kit came from. All right. Yep. Works for me. Let's go up here, and I'll have to trim it, but we'll cut it off up here. And I'll get it put down. Look how the pipes look like they're going off the paper. Not very straight across the top, but it won't matter because I'm going to trim it anyway. I will be trimming it. I mean, if you wanted to come along and fussy cut all this, but I really don't see the need to do that. Make sure I don't get any wrinkles. And then I'm going to leave the rest of it blank for journaling purposes. Pretty, pretty, pretty tag. This takes care of my white spot on the back. And we'll get out what we've done here, and I'll make some room and show you what we've gotten accomplished with this video. Thank you for coming along and joining me. Hope you got some inspiration or ideas from what you watched. And if you didn't, that's okay too. I have a couple wooden gears that I painted here. So I'm going to grab one of those. Do I want that up here? Or do I want it down here? Here? Let's just put it right down here on the bottom. This is just a wooden gear that came in a package of something. I don't even think it's a gear. I think it's supposed to be a wooden flower, but it looks like a gear to me. So that's what it's going to be used for. It just helps bring out the gears on the other. So we ended up with, push things out of the way here a bit. Turn you upside down. As you can see, we've got this tag. And then let's pull from what else we made here. We've got that tag. We've got this one. And this one. And we have Santa. And we have the little metallic one. I think these are just all excess things here to use. And I have those two pockets that I think would grunge in here good. Ah, I almost forgot. Our one we made in the beginning. So we did good. Get rid of my pockets in my baggie, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags, a pocket, and another small pocket that we can use in this journal now. So I'm ready to start gluing things down and putting the stuff in there. So I will probably continue to work on it today. You come along in my next video and you'll see what it is I was able to accomplish in the time that I worked on this. So you all have a wonderful afternoon and be safe, get in your craft room, and have a good time. Bye-bye for now.